for a very comprehensive discussion and overview of our bilateral relations. As the Foreign Minister mentioned, we've had a very good conversation on where we stand and what we need to do in the years ahead. As you mentioned, that 58 years of diplomatic relations, excellent relations. Politically, we are very comfortable. As the Minister mentioned, that we have been supporting each other at multilateral forums, and thank you for reiterating support to some of our candidatures that I raised in our meeting. They will be very, very helpful and very useful. Having said that, I want to acknowledge that despite excellent bilateral relations in the last 58 years and goodwill for each other, our exchanges have been infrequent. And the fact that I'm here today, I'm here with a very determined view to initiate a new era in our bilateral relations. I see a lot of promise, I see a lot of opportunity in the years ahead, and this meeting, this bilateral visit, in my view, will set the tone for a new era of our bilateral relations. And thank you for agreeing to hold the bilateral political consultations. The last round was held in 2017. And ever since then, we haven't had a round of bilateral political consultations. So thank you for agreeing for the next round in the next few months of 2022. The Minister mentioned that I am the first Foreign Minister that he has received in 2022. I hope I bring you good luck for other very successful and fruitful visits in the year ahead. We've had discussions on how to promote our economic relations. And as the Minister mentioned, that in the last fiscal year, our bilateral trade increased despite of the COVID challenges by 50.6%. But this is nowhere near the potential that exists between us bilaterally and within the context of the European Union. Pakistan is an important trader with the European Union. We have an important relationship with the European Union, and you are an important member of the European Union. We've had this advantageous position that the Europeans have been very magnanimous in giving us the GSP Plus facility. And thank you for your continued support vis-a-vis the GSP Plus scheme that is under review. And Pakistan feels that this has been mutually beneficial for Pakistan and the European Union, and continued support on that would be mutually helpful, and it will be helpful for the European Union. And the fact that today we have been able to sign an agreement between the chambers that will facilitate new openings for B2B contacts at the corporate level in the private sector. The private sector is and will be the driving force between our economic relations. And I shared with the Foreign Minister the opportunities Romanians have in not just promoting bilateral trade with Pakistan, by making Pakistan a hub of re-export into Central Asia and new markets that are now opening up for the world. And Pakistan, through this economic corridor that we are developing with China, the economic corridor that connects the western part of China with Gwadar, opens up many landlocked countries of Central Asia, Afghanistan included. And you have spent years, and your troops have spent time in Afghanistan, so you know the challenges of Afghanistan. Your Prime Minister has served as a battalion commander in Afghanistan, so and has been, to the border areas of Afghanistan and Pakistan, and understands how challenging the situation has been, and also understands the opportunities that will accrue when there's peace and stability within Afghanistan. Obviously, we will discuss at lunch the regional situation, the Afghan situation. Obviously, the, the JCPO negotiations with Iran are important to the European Union. I am aware of that. And our relations with China and the role of China, the developing economy of China, and the competitive environment that is growing also is of interest and concern to Pakistan and the European Union. How do we ease the growing tensions, and how do we avoid slipping into the sort of the Cold War tensions that we've all experienced? I will also share with the Foreign Minister later. I am aware of the fact that the Romanians have been very sensitive about human rights, and rightly so. I also want to share with the Foreign Minister and with the Romanian people the delicate human rights situation on the eastern side of Pakistan, which is, in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. That has been under debate in the European Union. Many members of the European Parliament have spoken about it and are concerned, and we will talk about it. I'm also very happy to acknowledge the fact that we've just signed an agreement linking educational institutions and benefiting from the excellent educational environment that exists in Romania. Pakistani students will certainly benefit from this agreement that we have signed with the Polytechnic in Bucharest, scholarships that are being offered, the vocational skill development that we will get through your excellent institution, one of the best in Europe, will be of great value to Pakistan, and I'm delighted to have been part of it. I'm also, I want to acknowledge the excellent handling of the COVID situation by Romania. We are going through our fifth wave, so are you. But despite that challenging situation, I want to thank you, sir, and the people of Romania on behalf of the Prime Minister of Pakistan and the people of Pakistan for being very generous in gifting, 500,000 doses of the coronavirus virus. Our inoculation program is quite advanced. We have inoculated something like 70 million people. We are a large population of 220 people, an equally large market for trade and investments. Thank you for doing that. I think in the days ahead, there are great opportunities for Pakistan and Romania to develop a better understanding. We want to exploit the potential and the opportunities that we have been overlooking. This is the right time. This is the right time to move ahead. And inshallah, hopefully, this trip and this visit will set the tone for a better understanding between our two countries. Thank you for the invitation. And I also want to invite you to visit Pakistan once we've had the bilateral political consultations and we've reviewed where our bilateral relations stand. I would want you to come and visit Islamabad and see how do we move forward? Thank you.
Domnilor miniștri,